Hello, how are you doing?
Hi.
Welcome to our class. I'm Mr. Anderson,
And I'm Mr. Lindblad.
and we're so glad that you're here with us and that you're a part of our school now. So just a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm Mr. Anderson. Some of the things I really enjoy are sports, music, and family. I really love to play sports, talk about sports, watch sports. So if you're a good big sports person, we can always have a conversation. I love it. I also like playing music some and listening to music. And I really love my family. I love being able to spend time with them and just enjoy that sort of thing.
Yeah, great. I'm Mr. Lindblad. I'm very similar to Mr. Anderson. Definitely love my sports. I love music as well. I don't play an instrument like Mr. Anderson does. I actually sing. But man, I really love basketball. So, I mean, if you are a basketball player, I'd love to talk to you more about that. But yeah, we are very, very excited to have you in our class this year.
Yeah, so one of the activities that we're going to do this throughout the next week to get to know you a little bit better is called the All About Me Gazette that you see here. So this just has different activities for us to get to know you better, for you to show your creativity, and do kind of fun things like that.
Yeah.
So for this first day, I want you to do this extra part right on the top. I'll just read mine quickly. Mine says, read all about Mr. Anderson, who just received a trophy for the best beard. As a world-class lumberjack, they just had the best beards in the world. So you can maybe do something funny or something more, maybe not as lying as I am, because I'm obviously not a lumberjack, but some people say I look like one. And then after you finish that, I also want you to do the bottom right corner. It's called weather, and it says meteorologists predict. And then you're going to write about just how you think the year is going to go. And we would really want to hear about what your goals are and just how do you think the year is going to be.
Yeah, definitely. And also something that we will do every single day is we will go over the learning objectives. And so every day you're going to spend just about 20 minutes with us, just kind of plugged in, watching this video and just working on some reflections and whatnot. And so today I'm going to go ahead and start with the learning objectives. And so you'll go ahead and see it on the screen here. So today you will know more about your teachers, classroom procedures, along with learning about the story you will be reading this week. You will understand how the classroom runs and how poetry connects with other texts in your life. And you will be able to utilize classroom resources and follow classroom expectations, along with articulating your thoughts about poetry. And so kind of building off of that, also on the screen now, you're going to see some of our classroom procedures. And so in the folder that you got today when you walked in the door, in there is a copy of the classroom procedures, and it's also right up on the screen. And we're just going to let you look at that on your own time. If you have any questions, talk to Mr. Anderson or myself. We'd love to help you out if there's some confusion within any of that.
Yeah, so now we're going to introduce the book that we're going to be working on this week, and it's called Kindness for Weakness. This is kind of what it looks like. And this book is written by Sean Goodman, and it's been published pretty recently. So it's a new book. It's realistic fiction, so it's based on a true story. So it's not just something that's like kind of made, like it's kind of made up, but kind of not. So there's real portions of it that are really real to the world, and some that are a little made up. Some, but it's a really good book. I loved it, and I really hope you like it too. It's about a boy named James who was doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing for someone else. And he got caught doing it, even though the police really weren't even looking for him, and just kind of it was an accident that he got caught. But it's about his journey through the criminal justice system and some of the things he experiences, some of the things he sees, and how he changes throughout the entire process.
Yeah, definitely. And we hope that you are really excited about the book because it's an absolutely amazing book. And for tomorrow, we're going to have you read all the way up to chapter 12. The chapters are very short. They're usually only 2 to 3 pages, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And then as well, every single day of this week, we're going to have a poem. And so the poem is going to go ahead and hop up on the screen right here. And so every day we're going to read this poem, and then we're going to have you do some reflection on it. And so today we're going to have you write a reflection, but in the coming days we're just going to have you kind of process this in your mind. So our poem for today is, In the Eyes of Myself. In the eyes of myself, I am a failure, the one with no successes, a cursed future. In the eyes of the beholder, I am a disgrace, the one with no success, a sad little person set only to failure. In the eyes of myself, I want to be a success, the one who means no harm, hoping for a hopeful future, not made to fail. And so all of these poems that we will be reading this week are written by by teens who are also incarcerated and within detention centers. And so hopefully, reading these will kind of give us a little more insight. And so right now, on the screen, you're going to see some questions that we're going to have you just kind of reflect on. And so we're going to have you pause the video. I'm going to read through the questions. You'll pause the video and just take about 5 minutes to reflect on these. We want you to write at least 3 sentences just on your reflections of this. And actually, I don't believe we have any questions, but we actually just want you to reflect on the poem, though. And so there should be a copy of it in your folder as well. So go ahead and pause the video, and then we will have you write a couple sentences. When you're done with that, you can go ahead and unpause and resume the video. All right, well, now that you're back with us, we just wanted to end out just by telling you, or saying once again, that we're so excited to have you. It's always amazing when we have new students join our classroom, and we're really excited to see the new insight that you bring into our classroom and the value of the opinions that you're going to bring as well. And so for the rest of the time that you have today, we're just going to give you some time to get into the book, start reading it, and then hopefully in a couple minutes, you'll be able to come and join the class. And yeah,
we're so glad that you're in our class and excited for everything that it'll contribute for the rest of the year.